Good morning, students. Hope you define at your respective places. Today we are going to start the new topic, that is the guttation. Now, the term guttation की अगर हम बात कर लेंगे, this term it was coined by Guttation in the year 1887. The term guttation, it was first of all coined by this Guttation in the year 1887. Now, what does this term guttation mean? The term guttation simply means loss of water from the margins of leaves at night or at night and early morning in the form of droplets, in the form of water droplets through hydrothodes. Now, what does this mean? Guttation. Guttation is simply the loss of water from the margins of the leaves. For example, if this is the leaf, there, what are these? These are these hydrothodes. These are the pore, and these hydrothodes, what we will see, they help us in the loss of water, and that water loss, it takes place mainly at night and early in the morning, and that loss takes place in the form of water droplets, that take place in the form of water droplets, and that process is called as guttation. Now we have one more term which we have already discussed, and that term is called as the transpiration. ट्रांसपायरेशन में भी हम क्या देख, हाँ, दिस गटेशन अगर हम बात कर लेंगे, दिस गटेशन may not be compared with the dew drops. This term guttation जो हम देखते हैं, loss of water that takes place in the form of water droplet, that water droplets that must not be compared with these dew drops which we mainly seen during the winters, during this early morning. Now we have got one more term, that is this transpiration. Transpiration is simply the loss of water, and that loss of water take place in the form of water vapors, and that takes place through small pore like structure which are called as stomata, through stomata. Now there are some differences, main differences between this guttation and transpiration. अगर हम बात करेंगे, दिस गटेशन इट टेक्स प्लेस थ्रू पोर्स विच आर कॉल्ड एज hydrothodes. These hydrothodes are always open, while as they are open during the day, they are open during the night also. These transpiration, it takes place by means of stomata which are mainly open during day and they are closed during night. दूसरी बात अगर हम लेंगे, what happens in this guttation, अगर हम बात कर लेंगे, this guttation it takes place, जो हम देखते हैं लॉस ऑफ वाटर जो यहां पर होता है, it takes place in the form of water droplets, और जो यहां पर हम देखते हैं लॉस ऑफ वाटर ट्रांसपायरेशन, it takes place in the form of water vapors. तीसरी बात, this guttation it is an uncontrolled process, while as this transpiration it is a controlled process. दूसरी बात जो हम देखते हैं इस गटेशन में, that this phenomena अगर हम देखते हैं, this process guttation it mainly takes place in herbaceous. This guttation process it mainly takes place in herbaceous plants. It is not found in the woody plants. Herbaceous plants में अगर हम बात कर लेंगे, we have got some grasses like what we will see. We have got wheat, we have got rice, we have got oats, we have got some members of cucurbitaceae family, Taceae family, and this process is also found in the plant that is called as the tomato, where this the process of this guttation is found. So this process is mainly found in the herbaceous plants and it is not found in the woody plants. And it has been found, जो water loss जो हम देखते हैं, water loss जो हो जाता है, water loss जो इसमें हो जाता है per night या per plant per night जो हमने देखा, जिसके हमने एस्टिमेशन की है कि वाटर लॉस जो हो जाता है पर प्लांट पर नाइट जो देखा गया है कि हाउ मच ऑन एवरेज इट हैज बीन फाउंड, कि ये देखा गया है कि दिस वाटर लॉस per plant per night, it has on average it has been estimated about 100 milliliter, but there are some cases, exceptional cases, where this may reach up to 200 milliliter per plant per night. दूसरी बात अगर हम ये कहेंगे कि जो वाटर लॉस यहाँ पर हो जाता है दैट इज नॉट प्योर, वाटर लॉस जो भी हो जाता है दैट इज नॉट प्योर एंड इट कंटेन्स सम सब्सटेंसेस both organic as well as inorganic. अगर हम बात करेंगे there may be some salts, there may be some what we will call as the sugars, there may be aspartic acid which is found in this, there may be aspartame which is found in this water. So this water is not pure. जो loss हो जाता है it may contain some organic, it may contain some inorganic substances like salts, like sugars, like aspartic acid, like aspartame. ये हमको कैसे पता चल जाता है कि that these substances or that it is not pure water, rather कि ये pure water नहीं है, कि when we what we will see कि जब ये leaf dry हो जाता है दिन में जब ये ड्राई हो जाता है we will see that this leaf it has got, जो इसके जब they get dry up कि इनके remain जो हैं they are found on the surface of the water. तीसरी बात जो हम देखते हैं, what are the conditions rather which are responsible for this conditions which are responsible for this process of guttation. If the rate of transpiration is less, if the rate of transpiration is less than that of the rate of absorption of water, या हम सीधा ये कहेंगे if the rate of absorption is greater than the rate of transpiration, then at that time this what we call as the process of या phenomena of guttation takes place. अब this guttation के लिए a force is necessary, that is a pressure develop हो जाता है, and that pressure which is responsible for this guttation to take place, that is called as the root pressure. And it is because of this root pressure जो upward movement of water जो है that takes place in the herbaceous plants. So what is the main condition which is responsible for this guttation to take place? When the rate of transpiration जो हम बात कर लेंगे it is less than that of the rate of absorption of the water, वहां पर हम क्या देखते हैं कि that it is mainly the root pressure which plays an important role in this process of guttation to take place, because it is the root pressure which allows this water in the upward movement of water. Now ये भी देखा गया है in the plant we have got two parts, the leaves एक है that is called as injured part, दूसरा जो part है that is called as uninjured part. अब जो गटेशन हो जाती है that mainly takes place through this uninjured part, लेकिन जो लॉस ऑफ वाटर इस इंजर्ड पार्ट से हो जाता है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज ब्लीडिंग और दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एक्सुडेशन. That is called as exudation. It is called simply bleeding. When the loss of water takes place through the injured part, it is called as bleeding or it is called exudation. When this loss of water it takes place from the uninjured part, it is called as guttation. अब plants which plants जिनमें गटेशन हो जाती है which show guttate, वहां पर हम क्या देखते हैं they show a pore in the epidermis. उनमें एपिडर्मिस में एक पोर पाया जाता है. that pore it remains open throughout and that pore it is followed by loosely parenchymatous cells. There are loosely parenchymatous cells and these loosely parenchymatous cells they are found near the xylem elements. This arrangement of cells it is not noticed in all the plants. अब वो प्लांट जिनमें गटेशन हो जाती है there we will see a pore is found on the epidermis which is followed by these loosely parenchymatous cells. These loosely parenchymatous cells are mainly found near the xylem elements and this phenomena जो हम देखते हैं it is not found it is not noticed in all the plants. When these xylem elements जब इससे पानी चला जब when this through the xylem water when the xylem elements when the water is transported then when the we will see transpiration is low, this water it enters through these gaps and then it moves through these pores which is called as the hydrothode or which is also called as the water stomata. This is also called as hydrothodes or this is also called as the water stomata. So what we will study this guttation, it is simply the loss of water in the form of water droplets from the margins of the leaves through the pores which are called as the hydrothodes or which are called as the water stomata. दूसरी बात जो guttation की हम बात कर लेंगे, there's a difference between the transpiration and there is the difference between transpiration and the guttation. एक और बात हम कहेंगे कि this process of guttation it is not found in the woody plants. It is the phenomena of some herbaceous plants like the grasses, like some what we will call as the family members of the family Cucurbitaceae as well as in the tomato where we will this process of guttation takes place and the condition which is responsible for the guttation to take place, that what we will see that if the loss of water through transpiration is less than that of the water which is absorbed, if the rate of absorption is greater than the loss of water by transpiration, then this guttation process takes place. This was all about today's lecture, that is this guttation. Stay blessed. We will continue this portion, that is the plant physiology or transport in plants. Until then, goodbye. God bless you. Thanks.